A storm is coming. And you made it, America. I was quiet once. Soft like morning fog curling over. Appalachian Hill sunrise. Touching cornfields in Iowa. My voice, once filled with gospel and grit, now trembles through cracked highways and the silence of boarded windows. You don't hear me anymore. But I still speak. A storm is coming. And you made it. It didn't start with lightning. It started with whispers. Whispers in school boards, in Senate chambers, in screens flickering at midnight. Truth got trimmed like hedges outside suburban homes, just enough to keep things looking neat. But roots don't lie. And the soil underneath? It's growing restless. You thought thunder only came from the sky. But it's rolling up from the ground now, from the pain you buried, from the lies you nurtured like crops of division. You sowed winds of greed. And now the clouds gather heavy over cities and towns alike. Big banks fattened while small dreams folded. The rich bought gates. The poor got evicted. You paved over people, then wondered why the foundations crack. You traded steel for speculation, farms for futures, communities for quarterly earnings. Every law bent for the powerful bent a little more of my spine. Do you feel that shift in the air? It's the reckoning. It wears a tie at noon and a mask at night. It signs deals in silence. It laughs in boardrooms. And it's yours. The lightning doesn't strike the tallest tree anymore. It strikes minds. Minds confused, minds divided. People turned against each other like brothers, cursing across a dinner table. Left, right, red, blue, like football teams in a war zone. You forgot. I was built for unity and argument, not warfare and belief. You scream in echo chambers. Algorithms spoon-feed you outrage. You believe headlines over your neighbors. You trust fear more than fact. And when you did that, you charged the clouds. In the center, there's silence. Not peace. Just the eerie quiet of an empire holding its breath. Here I whisper, I remember you. You with your calloused hands building homes. You with books and backpack changing futures. You in uniform carrying burdens no one sees. I remember when you built bridges, literally, metaphorically, spiritually. But now you burn them. And as I look at your faces across towns, churches, streets, I see the storm you don't want to admit you summoned. You didn't need to shout to create this. Silence was enough. Silence when children cried behind cages. Silence when water turned brown in Flint. Silence when bullets met backs that were already running. Silence in churches bought by politics, in classrooms sold to tests, in homes where no one looked up from their glowing gods of glass. You said nothing, and that silence echoed louder than any bomb. Now I shiver, not from cold, but from the knowledge that you no longer protect me. You see, history doesn't forget. She just waits. And she's stirring. She's heard your textbooks erase her pages. She's seen the statues standing tall while truth was buried. She's watched the promises signed in ink get drowned in loopholes and profit. Every injustice unpaid. Every treaty broken. Every voice silenced. Every dollar over dignity. All of it swirls now into this storm's center. You think it's about politics. No, it's about soul. Storms don't ask who you voted for. They test what you built your house on. And I see the rot in your rafters. The termites of racism still gnawing. The mold of apathy spreading. The cracked beams of truth sagging under the weight of conspiracy. You built your home on sand, then mocked the rain. You mocked the climate as floods washed away coastlines. You mocked justice until it knocked in riot gear. The storm is not chaos. It's consequence. You forgot who I was. I gave you freedom. You sold it for comfort. I gave you liberty. You leased it to corporations. I gave you power. You outsourced it. And when it rained first, I mean really rained, you still denied the storm. You mocked it, like you mocked the homeless. Like you mocked the poor. Like you mocked those warning you because their skin is darker than your denial. You forgot your soul to save your skin. I am no longer the calm frontier of myths and cowboys. I am no longer the silent observer of your indulgence. I am the mother who's had enough. I am the land that's tired of bleeding. I am the ghost in your anthem. I am the scream in your silence. I am the siren wailing in your night. The warning written in heat waves and hurricanes. You hear me now? The wind is rising. But not all is lost. Storms cleanse. They break what's rotten. They water what's buried. If you remember how to plan again, if you remember how to listen again, if you learn how to reach across again, then this storm might not drown you. It might wake you. But first, you must own it. Not blame it. Not spin it. Not profit from it. Own it. Because this storm wears your name. You made this storm with every choice, every silence, every trade of values for vanity. But I am still here. And in the rumble, I still carry hope. Not in institutions, but in people. In the farmer who feeds with calloused hope. In the teacher who lights minds despite dim budgets. In the protester who walks for those who no longer can. I speak through them now. Because the storm is coming. But so is the dawn. If you choose it,